Welcome back to the GBGuns Armory series. As a reminder, and in case you're new, these are not full reviews. The full review will be down in the pinned comment. On the other channel, there's already been the full tabletop and full shooting impressions video. The pinned comment gives you the combination of that with some afterthoughts. These are my sort of more thoughts and feels side. It's also where I'm looking to gather more input from you guys, since things coming out on the main channel tend to be new or newer. This is a chance for, after something's been out for a while, to go over stuff. What we're talking about today is the Hammerli Forge H1. This is a steel frame 1911 in 22 LR, branded as Hammerli, which is owned by Umarex, who also owns Walther. And I saw these for a heck of a deal. I don't remember the price at the moment, but so affordable that I couldn't say no, and I wanted a 1911 in 22, but I didn't want it to feel like a 22. And so when I saw the weight of this thing, as well as that it's a 5-inch, I thought, you know, that could be a fun 22. Red dot be damned, I don't care, I'll enjoy some classic sights. I had zero prior experience with the Hammerli brand, had to actually look them up. Found kind of an incomplete website, and then saw the history that it was an old Swiss brand that then got bought up by Umarex and is now being used by them. Now this is, if we think about it, Hammerli, a Swiss brand, made in Germany by Umarex, 1911, which is American, in a 22 LR, and I had no idea what kind of combination I was going to get out of that. I was pleased by the weight and the mass. It doesn't quite feel 100% like a classic 1911 because you can feel that it's top light, and that's because the slide is aluminum, of course, because it's a 22 and it's blowback. Umarex doesn't have the greatest reputation for quality when it comes to firearms. I know their airgun stuff is supposedly really good, but there's a lot of bad talk out there on the internet about Umarex, and of the Walthers I've reviewed, which is 20 or so models or so some of them were produced at the Umarex factory and not the Walther factory, and I could feel it. I could tell the difference. It's like even if the polymer is the same, maybe there's a different climate, moisture in the air or something at that factory. I don't know what it is, but somehow it is a different feel, different, it's just not the same. And so I didn't know what to expect with this, especially with mixing the brands, also knowing that Walther has some production capabilities here in the United States. Is this partially American? No idea. So I took the chance, especially for the price, and on the range, I had a very, very fun experience. It was actually pretty nice. The only thing that didn't like was I saw this little slider on the side of the mag and assumed it was one of those, this is for easy loading things for your thumbs, and it gets painful after a while. And there had been something in a baggie inside the box. Classic. I'm sure you all have experienced something like this. Don't worry, you don't have to admit it. There had been something in a baggie in the box with the gun that was not mentioned in the manual, and I didn't see a need for anything other than what I already had, so I went out there without it. Well, that thing was a nice little loader that slides over this nicely and grips it, because this little tab, if I get the camera to focus on it, is rather thin, and as a result it kind of pinches and bites and requires a lot of pressure to be able to do that. So I wish I had had that with me. I didn't. Got back, and when I was taking the photos for the article, I was like, you know, I bet this fits over the magazine. And sure enough, it did. And it fit very nicely and made it very easy. So next time out, I'll be taking that. But for me, this was a fun, pleasant surprise. You know, I keep an eye out for budget guns because I appreciate them, and I know many of you do as well. Sometimes we have great hits. Sometimes we discover the next big thing years before it becomes main thing. And then sometimes, like that Other Arms, we discover that I've just wasted not only hundreds of dollars of my own money, but also quite a bit of time in reviewing. Though if I help someone else not burn that money by making the same mistake, I guess it's not a total waste of my time. But thought I'd take a chance on the Hammerli, and I thought it was pretty good. I know some of you have some experience with Hammerli. I have a friend over in Finland who just informed me about a Hammerli straight pull bolt, 22 Magnum that he just picked up that looked pretty cool. Haven't seen those in the US, but of course that's going to have a much smaller target market than something like this does in the US. So I understand why it's available in Finland and not currently available in the US. Maybe it will be in the future. But please share your thoughts, feels, experiences, and if you hadn't seen the review or are curious about this thing, check the pinned comment. That's where it is. Thanks for watching.
Oh, thank you to our Patreon supporters! GBGuns and I do 2-level. Algie, Brian P. David F. Derek S. Jr. Donald H. RB2. Fast Eddie, Gary B. George H. Greg K. Jenna Joseph T. Kevin B. Marvin T. Moises S. Peter A. Rich Guy King. Follow 21 Fin Tom. Thanks for the tip level. Briscoe County J. Christopher J. Clinton Cuddly Bear. David G. David P.S.C. Foreign N. Fierce 76. Gord Gryphons through. Jason S.J. Justin H. Lee H. Michael W. Ohio Cruffle. Red Sky Robert E. D. Soch 100 Summer T. Tano Johnny. Uncle Muncie. Waha! Keeping things on this level. Adrian H. Brad M. Carol B. Daniel D. Edit P. Gary L.C. Gilby Gort. GPC 1986. FMT. J. Marcus. Michael L. Mike. NC Technocon RBMD 20.